What a dumb build. Oh my gosh. It's evil. I'm telling you, it's so evil. Oh my gosh. Hey everyone, welcome in. My name is Sireno. Today I am bringing you an insanely overpowered tank Mercy build. So what is this build, you might ask? Essentially, this build focuses on three things: armor, damage reduction, and self-sustain. I created this build to highlight Mercy's tanking and self-sustainability. The tank Mercy build is going to be based around her Serenity power, which I believe is a heavily underutilized power in Mercy's kit. Essentially, what Serenity does is it improves upon Mercy's sympathetic recovery passive. Sympathetic recovery allows Mercy to heal herself whenever she heals a teammate. Serenity improves your sympathetic recovery passive by healing 20% more. This is going to allow you to always be able to sustain yourself as long as your heal beam is attached to a teammate. In addition, we're going to be comboing this with Threads of Fate, which allows you to heal multiple targets at one time, which allows you to stack even more healing on yourself. In addition, you'll also be able to chain your damage boost to 2 different targets, meaning that you'll be increasing your efficacy at all times as long as you stay alive, which is incredibly easy with this build. Additionally, we're going to be building with First Responder, which allows you to gain 250 overhealth whenever you resurrect a target. That also allows you to give overhealth to your teammates whenever they are resurrected. This is insanely strong because it allows you to be incredibly self-sustainable, but once you resurrect, you'll gain overhealth, meaning that you minimize risk of dying almost at all times. As far as the last ability goes, you can honestly go with Renaissance if you want to gain extra mobility and survivability after landing a resurrect. You could go with Crepuscular Circle if you want to chain your Valkyrie beams to all targets and make your ultimate way more powerful and more self-sustainable. Or you could get Glass Extra Full, which allows you to heal bot your teammates to sustain yourself, and any teammate at full health will now receive overhealth. So this will allow you to chain your beams between 2 different people, and if your second beam target is getting healed at full health, they're still going to be receiving buffs from Mercy. So honestly, I think you should play around with this and let me know if there's any powers that you really like to use on round 7 that you would recommend for everyone to use. I'd love to hear it in the comments below. As far as build playstyle goes, you're going to want to focus your playstyle around 2 of your important abilities: Threads of Fate and Serenity. Essentially, with Threads of Fate, you want to make sure that your beam is attached to an ally at all times. So you always want to make sure that you're healing 2 people at once or damage boosting 2 people at once. And because your beam lasts for 3 seconds on the second ally, you can pretty much count out every 3 seconds and make sure to click that ally again or click another ally to make sure your beam is attached to them at all times. Now, with this playstyle, as the rounds go on, you're going to get tankier and tankier. So in the first rounds, you're not going to be super tanky, but as you keep on building, you're going to be able to improve upon your self-sustainability and stay alive for much longer. By round 3, you should be able to have some armor and damage reduction stacked up along with Serenity. With the Serenity power, once you have this ability equipped, this build is intended for you to be allowed to heal bot. Now, hear me out, TikTok Mercy mains. Don't flame me here, because this is actually incredibly important. Mercy can essentially stand in front of enemy fire, stand in ultimates and not die, and get free resurrects. When you are playing this build, anytime you take damage, it is important to always make sure a heal beam is on an ally. So that means you will always be healing off all damage taken at all times. This build, it's okay to heal bot. As long as you are taking damage, you are allowed to heal. Now, if you're full health, you probably want to start damage boosting more or ensuring that your teammates are kept alive with your heal beam, but as long as you're taking damage, always make sure to be healing your allies, as Serenity really helps you benefit from self-sustain. Next up, we have First Responder. Once you get this power, you can go for a lot riskier resurrects. With your stacked up damage reduction and armor, you'll be able to go for resurrects, survive them, and get overhealth and fly away. Finally, if you make it far enough, you'll be able to get Valkyrie with your resurrects, or you will get Crepuscular Circle, where you can heal all of your allies at once and go for a riskier play because your self-sustain is going to be out of this world. But essentially, your playstyle should really be surrounding Threads of Fate and Serenity. As far as the final build goes, here is what you should expect. Round 1, Threads of Fate. Round 3, Serenity. Round 5, First Responder. And Round 7, Renaissance, or any of the abilities that you want to try to experiment with. Now, as far as items go, these are going to be all the items that you have at your final build. You're going to have Vitality. You're going to have Nebula Conduit. You're going to have, I don't know how to pronounce that, Reduction Field. You're going to have Amari's Antidote. You're going to have Chain Evoker. And you're going to have Martian Mender. I'm going to explain why all these abilities are so important. So first off, Vitality is incredibly important to this build because you're going to be stacking armor, which if you guys don't know, armor health reduces incoming damage that you take. So you're going to be converting a huge portion of your health into armor as well as giving yourself 10 additional armor. Next up, you have Nebula Conduit. This is an incredibly important ability because it prevents 15% of all damage that you take and spreads that damage over 3 seconds. So although you're going to be still receiving that damage, 15% of any damage you take is going to be dispersed. This is important because if your enemies are running an armor piercing build, which basically reduces the amount of your armor reduction, you're still going to have mitigated damage via this ability. What's so important about this is you get 50 health and 10% weapon power, but especially comboed with Serenity, this is an insanely overpowered item. Why is it insanely overpowered? Because 15% of that damage that's dispersed over 3 seconds can easily be healed off with your self-sustain via Serenity. Next up, this ability combos insanely well with the Reduction Field. Essentially, this item gives you 50 additional armor health, while also giving you a stacking damage reduction of 0.5% for 1 second, which can stack up to 20 times. Totaling that up, you can get a total of 10% damage reduction almost at all times. This combos insanely well with Nebula Conduit. Essentially, anytime you take damage, your damage is going to be dispersed over 3 seconds, so you're going to be constantly taking damage, and that constant damage is actually going to fuel your Reduction Field, because that constant damage is going to stack up your damage reduction. So not only are you going to have armor health damage reduction, you're going to have damage mitigation by 15%, which stacks up your 10% damage reduction from the Reduction Field. Sorry, that's a lot of words, but hopefully that makes sense. Next up, you're going to be getting Amari's Antidote. This is going to give you 25 health and 15% weapon power. So that way your heal beam does more to allies for more efficacy, but it also will heal yourself for more. Additionally, while healing an ally below 50% life with your weapon, you'll deal 15% increased weapon healing. So essentially, Mercy is going to heal low health allies for even more, which will cause Mercy to also receive more healing for herself with her self-healing passive. Next up, you're going to get Chain Evoker, which gives you 50 armor, 5% extra damage boost, and 15% ultimate charge from damage boost. This is going to be helpful to increase your efficiency with your damage boost beam because you're going to be alive for a long period of time, so you want to make sure you're as useful as possible, and that extra sustain is really important. Finally, you're going to get Martian Mender. This gives you 25 health and 10% cooldown reduction, which allows you to get more resurrects, and most importantly, it restores 3% of your life every 1 second. This is insanely strong because in the late game, you're going to be restoring a lot of health with Serenity, 3% life restoration, as well as extra things such as Valkyrie and Chain Beaming. As far as the final weapon build goes, you're going to see 435 health here, but actually in game, you're going to receive more health as the rounds go on. So in late rounds, you should expect to see around 550 or more health, 25% weapon power, and 10% cooldown reduction. This is what the final build is going to look like, but please keep in mind, this screen here is going to show the items out of order. We're going to be getting the items in order based upon the video here, so please do not regard the order of these items. This is just to see all of the items that you should buy in a perfect list. As far as stats go, in this build, you want to focus on armor, damage mitigation, and weapon power. Armor is going to help you survive for longer, damage reduction is going to reduce the amount of damage you take, and weapon power is going to increase the amount of your healing on allies and yourself. On round 1, you buy Threads of Fate, go to your weapons section and buy Compensator, Weapon Grease, head to Survival, and then you buy Armored Vest. Threads of Fate is best for the first round, as it allows you to build extra healing and damage boost, which gives you more credits as the rounds go on. It allows you to help multiple allies at once, build your money better so you can afford better items. Next up, in your weapons, Compensator and Weapon Grease are going to both improve your healing of your Caduceus staff. In addition, armor is going to help you survive a little bit better. Alrighty, time for round 2. In round 2, you want to head over to the Survival tab and buy Vitality. If you're able to afford it, go over to Weapon and buy Talon Modification Module, which increases your weapon power by 15%. If you cannot afford this ability, go ahead and sell your Compensator and Weapon Grease in order to buy it. If you cannot buy this ability, go ahead and head over to Advanced Nanobiotics, which increases your weapon power by 5%, and after healing an ally, you gain 10% extra attack speed for 3 seconds, which allows you to heal even more. We're going to go ahead and get Talon Modification Module here. In order to keep your stats balanced, try to think about your items in 2 separate groups. You have your healing group, and then you have your damage mitigation group. Essentially, healing group is going to consist of things such as weapon power and attack speed, which are going to directly impact your healing on others as well as your self-healing. Next up, you have your damage mitigation group, which is going to be including your armor and include your damage reduction abilities, such as Nebula Conduit. Essentially, you want to refrain from selling items such as armor to upgrade weapon power because you're going to lower your survivability, and you don't want to sell weapon power to upgrade armor because then you'll be lowering your healing output. Try to upgrade each item within their own respective category. If you want to upgrade to get better healing output, sell your weapon power to upgrade weapon power, so that way you do not lose out on survivability. If you want to upgrade your survivability, sell lower power survivability items, such as Armored Vest, so that way you can upgrade to a higher level of damage mitigation. That way, you don't sell your weapon power items and reduce your healing just for extra survivability. You want to keep them balanced. Keep your survivability high and your weapon power high. Round 3, you get to pick another power. This is where we're going to buy Serenity. On this round, you'll now be able to heal allies even if they're full health to heal yourself. So this is when your true tanking potential starts to peak out. Now, as far as your items go, you're going to want to head over to the Survival tab, and you want to buy Nebula Conduit or Reduction Field. Typically, I upgrade Nebula Conduit first because this reduces your all damage received by 15%, and you can easily heal it off with your new Serenity power, or you can get the Reduction Field. I typically go for the Reduction Field if I'm lacking armor and need more, or if there's a lot of constant damage received coming from characters like Zarya, Moira, Soldier 76, anything that has a very high damage tick rate, I will pick this ability. But often I will go for Nebula Conduit because you get 50 health and 10% weapon power in addition to any amount of damage, even if it's burst damage from Cassidy, Reaper, or Ashe. All of that damage will be reduced by 15%, which you can easily heal off with your Serenity power. So we're going to go ahead and get Nebula Conduit. If you have leftover credits, then go ahead and try to get Talon Modification Module if you didn't get it. If you bought Advanced Nanobiotics last round because you couldn't afford the Modification Module, go ahead and sell that to upgrade to your Modification Module. If you already got Talon Modification Module, go ahead and fill the rest of your item slots with these items if you do not have them already equipped. Armored Vest, Compensator, Weapon Grease, or even First Aid Kit. So this round I will go ahead, because I don't have them equipped, I'm going to go ahead and get Weapon Power, and I'm going to get Weapon Grease. Keep in mind, every single round you're going to have a different amount of credits, so they may not align exactly to this video. So do your best to sell all the abilities that you can in order to afford the final bill items, and then try your best to use up as many credits as possible, so that way you can always keep your item slots filled with the items I recommend. And remember, all items can be sold for 100% of their purchase value, so it's better to buy items and have your item slots filled than to have none equipped at all. Now moving on to round 4. Last round, you either bought Nebula Conduit or the Reduction Field. Next up, we have round 4. On round 4, you want to go ahead and buy the Reduction Field. So if you need to sell anything, go ahead and sell that now. and get the reduction field. You will always want to make sure you get Nebula Conduit and Reduction Field back to back because they directly feed into each other, which I explained earlier in the video. And then if you're able to upgrade anything else for the final build, go ahead and do so now. So this round, if you're able to afford Amari's Antidote, go ahead and sell your modification module and buy that if you're able to. If not, go ahead and fill any of the leftover ability slots with anything I recommended earlier. Moving on to round 5. You now want to get First Responder. Now you can go for Riskier Resurrects, which will benefit you and your ally by giving you both over health by 250. Next up, you want to go to Survival. Typically this round, I will get Chain Evoker, which gives me 50 extra armor, extra damage boosted for teammates, and extra ultimate charge for damage boosting. If you're not able to damage boost much because maybe you have a Lucio on your team or require more healing and less damage boosting, you may opt instead to get Angelic Acrobatics, which allows you to move around a lot more freely and stay extra mobile while being extra tanky. But typically, I usually go for Chain Evoker because that extra armor and extra damage boost is incredibly useful. Last round, if you weren't able to upgrade to Amari's Antidote, go ahead and do that now by selling any ability that's not a part of the final build. Time for round 6. This round, you're going to want to get Martian Mender, so sell anything that's not a part of the final build in order to get this item. In this case, I'll be selling Armored Vest in order to buy Martian Mender. If you missed any of the items in previous rounds, go ahead and use this round to sell anything non-essential to buy items for your final build. You should be done at this point. All you'll be waiting for is your power next round. Happy tanking. If you happen to make it to round 7, then you'll get your last power. Honestly, I rarely make it to this round because most of the time, my games are already won by this point. But I recommend these powers to get if you make it to this round. You can get Renaissance, Crepuscular Circle, or Glass Extra Full. Renaissance will allow you to get extra survivability and healing after pulling off a Resurrect. Crepuscular Circle is going to increase the efficacy of your Valkyrie and allow you to get insane self-healing while also being able to get some glocking in. And Glass Extra Full will actually allow you to provide overhealth to teammates that may already be full health while you're healing them and trying to self-sustain yourself in the process. I'd love to hear what power you guys like to add at the end of your builds, so let me know in the comments below. I honestly just realized I've been saying this word wrong. It's crepuscular, but I don't really want to go back and edit all the footage, so enjoy me mispronouncing it. If you want to go ahead and skip to the gameplay aspect of this video where you can see this in action, go ahead and check the timestamps below. But if you want to see the potential of your self-healing with this build, go ahead and stay tuned for this part. So, as far as baseline healing goes, your baseline self-healing per second, which does not include healing allies under half health with your Amari's Antidote. Your Serenity healing from your primary beam target will heal you for 45 healing per second. Your Serenity healing from secondary beam target, which will be half value, is at 22.5 healing per second. Martian Mender, which is your self-healing for 3% of your life, considering you have 550 HP, which is around round 5 of this build, give or take, will give you 16.5 healing per second. Totaling all those together, your baseline healing per second as long as you have your heal beam attached to 2 allies is 84 per second. Now, as far as your potential while healing during Valkyrie, each ally you heal during Valkyrie will give you 49 healing per second with your Serenity power. In addition, with Valkyrie, your self-healing passive will heal you for about 37.5 healing per second considering you have 550 health. And Martian Mender will also be healing you for 16.5 per second. So, in about round 5 with this build, if you are healing 4 allies in your Valkyrie, you will heal around 249 healing per second to yourself. This still does not include allies under half health, by the way. So if they're under half health, you'll be healing for even more. So with this build, you're going to be able to heal yourself during Valkyrie for around 250 per second if you play really, really well, and that doesn't include all of your damage reduction. There are many factors that can affect these amounts, such as healing reduction, healing boosts, how many allies are being healed, etc. But this amount should give you a good idea of the build's potential, especially considering all of the damage mitigation you've stacked up on top of your self-healing. And now for the gameplay aspect of this video. Hope you guys enjoy.
Who's ready for stadium?
Okay, we're gonna try the build again. It's pretty good.
Welcome to the armory.
Okay, Threads of Fate first.
Time for the teams to
Armor, weapon power, weapon grease. Oh, they have such a cute skin. Black Cat Mercy's so cute. Honestly, I feel like it wasn't talked about enough.
Nani?
I thought May was black. I was like, yo, when did they give me? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, she's cooked.
We need to put a stop to their push.
The champion.
Oh my gosh.
I see an enemy. Checking in.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This Genji just runs at me. I definitely need to build up my pinkiness.
60 seconds remaining.
Barricades moving. Keep up. Over there.
Oh, I thought he said 16 seconds. I was like, well, that's such a specific amount.
That's gonna sting.
Fire at will. Огонь по готовности. I'm at the height of my performance.
I just want to keep them alive.
30 seconds left.
Oh my gosh. I am not tanky enough this first round. I have 3 deaths. Holy shit. I'm dying so much. I need to play safer.
10 seconds remaining.
Here's ahead.
No.
It was a hard fight, but they lose.
I was on it. Hello. I mean, I died anyways. It doesn't
Here's
matter.
our score. 1-0. Some intense
Okay,
competition
Dash.
this round.
Okay, round 2 should be a lot better.
The teams are gearing.
Oh, we don't have enough to get this weapon power, so I think what we'll do is... we'll do this. It gives us weapon power and 10% attack speed for 3 seconds, so that'll be fine. Alright, this one. And...
It's a fierce competition. Who
let's just
will
go
cave
more
to the
weapon
pressure,
power.
And who will come?
Come here for healing.
10 seconds until the objective's unlocked.
Oh my gosh, she's getting shit on.
The objective's online.
Enhancing your strength.
Oh my gosh, that wall almost killed me.
Don't let the winds fool you. This angel packs a punch.
Heroes never die. Helping you up.
Oh my gosh, Dash.
I'm at the height of my performance.
We're not quite through with the tank build yet. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot.
Thanks for looking out for me. I see your capabilities.
So I'm not tanky enough to go for the reses yet. Next round I should be though.
Get in there. Right by me.
Nice.
Putting this competition to bed.
They're gonna try to res that probably.
Let me fix you up.
She's going for it. Oh my gosh, get her ass.
I'm empowering you. Enemy over here. Here to get healed.
Zarya is bold. I love Mercy. She's so fun.
Heroes never die. There's one. Help me. My duty is being done.
Well, he can't kill you. That's so funny. I'm dead. I'm dead. That's so funny.
Working satellite sector.
You can go over that? Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Supply
Shoot. I don't have my tank build full yet. That's okay.
Need some assistance? Not on my watch.
What a play by Soldier 76!
Oh my gosh. 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 Hopefully it gets better soon.
2-0. I can hardly believe my optics when I see
Okay, next round should be a lot better.
these.
Next round is when the tanking
It's
actually
time
really
for the
kicks
teams
off.
to consult. Up next, get ready for chaos in Clash.
Okay, this is it. This round we go with Nebula Conduit. We have enough for 1,000, so we could... I think we just sell these two and then just get a 15% weapon power so we don't have to like focus on healing at all times, you know? I mean, it's not like we have to, but I think that'll be good. In the next round, we'll get reduction field and we should be good. Glad it wasn't... Okay, we win this round.
2, 1. Commencing attack on objective B.
My ultimate is charging. I'm deiner Seite. I get the idea.
10 seconds until the objective's unlocked.
Tough conditions. I'm being attacked.
The objective's open. Oh, Soldier 76 is back in command.
Nicely. Oh,
I can fix that.
oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. See, this Serenity is really good. Oh,
The team needs to fall back to objective
Serenity is really good. Is there Mei walling us off? Is she trolling?
The objective goes live in 10. That's a bounty secure. The objective's live.
Heroes never
Oh
die.
my gosh. Tank Mercy for real.
They take the bounty.
I think Tank Mercy is really, really good.
Take the objective. They're moving up to objective
Hope your
B.
games go well.
Let me tend to that. Go to the next point.
I've got you in my sights.
Not on my watch.
10 seconds until the objective's unlocked.
Amplifying your power. Fire at will.
The objective's online.
Oh my gosh.
Get in there, Bob. Helden sterben nicht.
Nice.
We've achieved.
This Mercy does not want them to win, or want us to win. But that's okay, I can heal myself with Sympathetic Recovery or Serenity.
Heroes never die. Watch your back.
My willpower is burning.
Plug in satellite vector. Freeze.
Nice. It's that tank build, I'm telling you, it's so good.
Score is 2-1. Some
Wow.
intense competition this round.
We love Tank Mercy.
Next up, now's the
Hi, Phoenix Rising.
push.
How are we today? Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Feeling good for the most part. Winning a lot of games. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. I think we get the reduction field next. And then we have enough for one more ability. We could... I think honestly, maybe I just get some shield health. Or I could get weapon power for self-healing, being stronger. Maybe that's what I do. More weapon power. You've been having so much fun on Stadium as Mercy. She's my favorite girl. She's so fun. I love her. She's so fun in Stadium. I think like Mercy's already fun, and I feel like Stadium they managed to make her way more fun. It's kind of hard playing the base game after playing Stadium, not gonna lie. This is so fun just playing all the different
Only
upgrades and
20
stuff.
seconds remain before the action begins.
I think the tank build is going good. Yeah, I almost have as much health as our Zarya.
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
Yeah, let me just self heal for a second. Oh my gosh. I have to self heal a little bit. Nice. Their Mercy is pretty bold for those reses for sure.
I could use some assistance. Don't move. I'm empowering you. Heroes never die. Helden sterben nicht.
Oh my gosh, tank Mercy for real. Goes crazy. I'm taking so much damage. Oh, our May's dead. Hi, May. I'm gonna stall here. Okay, nice. Whew. Oh, he reflected the grab and it hit our Ashe. That's so sad. Poor Ashe.
My duty is being done.
Ooh.
They're moving the barricade.
Aha, Mercy, you can't get me.
30 seconds remaining.
I like to play like little evil demon when I play Mercy. I like to laugh in their faces as they can't kill me, because it makes it way more satisfying.
Never die. Don't move.
The Mercy's gonna res.
We can still win
Nice. Nice.
Score.
That was so good.
2
I'm healing so much.
to 2.
I think it's worth it though. Keeping our teammates alive is
You can
important.
really tell who the playmakers are. Time for the teams
Her
to gear
Ashe
up.
getting the grab
Coming up
deflected
next,
into her was so
the
goofy.
teams are going head.
Okay, now we get first responders, so we get tankier when we get a res off in case we need that extra health to survive. We sell compensator here. I think this is where we get, I want to say extra damage boost would probably be beneficial, but also cooldown reduction and 3% life every second is pretty good. But I think damage boost is really, really good here. And then I think we might be able to sell, hold up, let me test something. Yeah. Now we can get extra healing when our allies are under half health, and it gives us extra health. So I think that's good. I think this build is pretty good because it makes Mercy's neutral game pretty strong. So you don't have to wait for like Valkyrie or Reses to be strong.
2, 1. Capture the objective.
She's definitely going to go for a strong res build. She's probably going to go put the 250 over health. I feel like it makes sense since she's been going for all the reses.
I am empowering you.
Soldier 76 is back in command.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's okay, we're tanking this.
The best to ever do it.
I just have to keep myself alive because I'm taking a lot of damage. Nice.
That's why Sirenoboi is the champion.
God, I love this build. It's so free. It's gotta be unfun to play against for sure, but who cares? They have a Mercy too. Nice. Okay. Thank you for the sub, Kira. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the 22 months. That's such a long time. I appreciate you so much. Oh my god, that means almost 2 years. Oh my gosh. You have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's good to work with capable allies. Over there. I'm on fire.
I was taking a lot of those soldier shots. It didn't really feel like it was doing anything to me.
Here to assist.
Stupid ass build. Stupid ass build. What a dumb build. Oh my gosh. It's evil. I'm telling you, it's so evil.
Heroes never die.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is this? What is this? Oh my goodness. I think this is so dumb.
Get in there, Bob. I'll make sure that doesn't stop.
Ouch, that's gonna sting.
I see your capability. Over here.
Oh my gosh. Can you show your items next round? I got you, Zangoose. I got you.
And they win.
How have I been? My health hasn't been great, but other than that, I've been... Wait, what?
2 to
The
3.
movement went crazy.
You saw that? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was laughing demonically. I know they were mad.
Time for coming up. It's time for
Oh my
Clash.
gosh. That was so funny. I've been alright though, otherwise. Kira, how have you been? Okay, so this round we have 14k, so we're gonna actually buy Martian Mender. So this is the almost full build. So you get Vitality, which gives you a bunch of armor. The most important are Nebula Conduit. This basically disperses 15% of damage you take over 3 seconds. Then you get the Reduction Field, which basically the damage that you're taking over 3 seconds that's dispersed, it stacks up in a damage reduction, 0.5% for every 1 second.
Who will cave
It
to
stacks
the
up to
pressure
10%
and
damage
who will
reduction
come
on top of your
out on
armor.
top?
So you're getting damage reduction from this, 15% disperse damage and armor damage reduction. Then you get armor and extra damage boost. You get 15% weapon power, so Amari's Antidote, which basically
Only 20 seconds left
increases
until
your
we
healing
kick this
effectiveness.
round off.
Then Martian Mender's the last one you want to get. It gives you 3% healing every second for yourself. And then the most important things, you're building off of Serenity, so you want to get Threads of Fate, then Serenity, then First Responder.
Not long now
Basically,
until the
all this
teams
means
lock
you're
in for
reducing
the
a bunch of
round.
damage, and Sympathetic Recovery, because of Serenity, you can regenerate your health
It's the
as long
match
as your
point.
beam is
If
on
they
somebody
keep it
with your
together,
yellow beam.
they can win this.
You're healing yourself by close to 100 per second, as long as you're chained to 2 people. It's insanely strong. Insanely strong.
Objective B.
I will be making a YouTube video on this, but I haven't yet. I will be making it this week, though, is my goal. Really, really good abilities. Serenity is incredibly strong, and not a lot of people talk about it. It is such a strong ability.
Boosting your damage.
And as long as you're taking damage, you just hold yellow beam. It doesn't matter on who, and you will always be able to get a lot of healing.
The objectives are
So your self-healing per second should be close to 100 or more.
Angel at your shoulder. There's much for you to do.
Oh my god, somebody peek me, please.
I will heal. Amplify your power.
Over there.
The only bad thing about this build, two things. Oh, I died. I finally died. I'm too distracted. The only bad thing about this build is, number one, it's a little bit slow starter. But number two, it teaches you really bad positioning on Mercy. That's the only thing. How cute is your hair looking tonight? Oh my gosh, Wasabi, thank you so much. I appreciate you. They finally got my bounty, which is kind of sad, but it's okay. The fact that we still won that is insane. Oh, there's a Bob.
That's an objective secure.
I can't believe y'all held that. Nice job.
They're advancing to objective C.
I remember the bad guys. Come on.
10 seconds.
There's almost nothing your enemies can do about the res in most instances. They have to usually solo ult you.
Over there.
Heroes never die.
The objectives open.
I see an enemy. Helden sterben nicht. Nein, you see an enemy.
That's your stage.
Nice.
They've won the match. That's what victory should be proud of.
That is so fun. For me, at least. For me. Oh my goodness. I love that build so much.
Play back.
Nah, the play of the game in my heart was when I stalled that point and got the res.